So here we have the Nike Air Max Sunder, and this is in the black colorway, which I think has been dubbed Blackout. And this is a sneaker that was originally released in 1999, and it was made as a cross-training shoe as well. So that's the reason for its existence. I think Nike at that time were trying out different types of silhouettes, and like I mentioned in my previous Gold Canyon review, it's also to do with the fact that the Nike branding as well is quite minimal, and that's a phase that they were going through at that time as well. For like 4 or 5 years, some of their sneakers had sort of minimal Nike branding, and they were kind of, I suppose, more aiming at different types of leisure wear or sportswear. So with the details, it comes in a black and silver colorway. In all honesty, it's mostly black, and the only hits of silver that I see is around these little breathability like holes, I suppose, and also on the outsole. So rest of it is pretty much black to me. Even these panels, even though they're reflective, the overall sort of TPU panels that are laid in here, these almost sort of square shaped panels, they're also kind of more on the black side. I thought when I looked at photos, I thought they would be more sort of, I suppose, blue navy, but they're actually pretty much a black color. And these have, similar to an Air Max Plus, I suppose, have air units in the heel and also in the forefoot, as you can see here. And from what I've seen online, it also has a Phylon EVA midsole as well. I thought it was just like an EVA, but from some of the information online, it's saying it's Phylon, so obviously not 100% on that, but you know, at the same time it will be some sort of EVA foam. But it feels quite sort of soft to the touch, and in all honesty, it feels very comfortable on foot, so I imagine it does have Phylon in there. And this has a neoprene sock liner, so you can sort of see here it's got this sort of zip shroud going on, and then inside it's kind of similar to, I suppose, a Huarache or a Jordan 7, and inside it's got this sort of lockdown feeling for your foot, so that extra bit of I suppose, comfort and lockdown. And then it also has over the top, as you can sort of see, it's got the nylon shroud upper, so this is with the zip. So I'm not sure how long this zip would last for, like if you're opening and closing it, but it seems fine for now. But obviously when you're wearing it, it does feel quite sort of tight on foot, so just be wary of that. But other than that, I think you know, it's a cool detail, and underneath you do have the laces as well, which is probably not really needed in all honesty. And it's pretty much made up of all sort of synthetic materials, so you can sort of see that on here, all the materials on here, not anything special going on. And I think even with this nubuck material, it seems to be synthetic to me anyway, especially to the touch. And the price for these is £165. So with the comfort and sizing, this is on the medium to firm side, so it still quite has a bit of give to it. But you know, much like I suppose the feeling that I get is much like an Air Max Plus or Air Max Plus TN. And you do get a bit of softness, don't get me wrong, but it's still more on the firmer side, and it's mainly because of the air units that's in there. And these are obviously meant for shock absorption and impact protection. And in all honesty, being a sort of cross-training shoe, it does have sort of neutral support around the arch, and the curvature comes mainly from the insole itself, so which is nice. And with these ones, there's no wearing time with these. I think if you have a wide foot like me, you probably experience a bit of pressure here, but that should hopefully go away after time. So it's just the initial sort of wear, especially for wide foot, but everyone else should be fine. And obviously this has been made as a women's sneaker, but usually I would get, like with women's sneakers, black pain on the pinky toe area because they don't really sort of cater to wide feet. But with this one, it seems to be more on the pressure on top at the moment. So for me, it should be fine, like once you sort of wear it in a bit. And I do recommend going true to size on these. I tend to go up half size, like I said, because I have a wide foot, but I think true to size works on these, and I think with most Nikes, it's, you know, true to size is good to go. And in my opinion, like the traction on this outsole, obviously it's made as a cross-training shoe back in the day. It's really futuristic looking, but also I think, you know, for me it looks like it will work well, and it feels quite sort of grippy to the touch. And because it's got these different sort of patterns on here, I think it will hold up well. And like I said, similar to an Air Max Plus. So with the look and style, I mean, this is a dark colourway, so you can't get away from that fact. And depending on whether you like that or not. But the Air Max Sunder, with its sort of re-retro this year in 2024, it's getting a bunch of different colourways. So there's quite a few like really nice colorways coming out, and also ones that I've released as well, like the highlighter pack, which is got the Volt pink and the orange. So there's loads of different colorways. I like this black one because it's simplistic, and as I mentioned earlier, this has got sort of reflective panels on there, so being a cross training shoe, and if you're out about in the dark, this is quite nice having these reflective panels on there, and sort of really helps, I suppose, if you're sort of walking around in sort of pitch black dark outside. And I think these ones are good for sort of all weather conditions. Obviously this is meant for more sort of autumn winter time in my eyes anyway, but you could wear these sort of spring summertime. I don't think it will get that hot with inside this sneaker, but just be wearing that there's obviously a double padding in there, so just be wary of that, so there's not much as, I suppose, breathability. And I think these aren't really a smart wear trainer, it's more of a casual vibe really, and I think this is one of those ones that will go really well with cargo pants, and obviously joggers would be fine as well, but also I think you can wear them in jeans and stuff like that, so it's quite sort of a versatile sneaker, but I just don't think you can wear them with chinos. But like I said, it takes a certain kind of person to sort of pull off a smart outfit with these particular trainers, but the black ones is probably more of the go-to if you were looking to sort of dress up smart casual, I suppose. So with the final thoughts, I do like the fact that it's got this zipper shroud on there. I think it's quite a cool touch and quite sort of unique as well and different. And having that inner lining sock liner as well, it kind of makes you, I just love the way that feels on foot. And I'm a big fan of the Jordan 7 and also the Huarache, and I kind of like the way that fits and sort of almost has that sort of fit around your upper foot and keeps you sort of locked in place. And it depends on what you want out of a trainer, but I don't mind that, and I kind of like that. It saves you from having to do up laces, and I feel like they're very comfortable on foot. I wouldn't say like they're plush soft comfort, but it's very sort of neutral comfort, but I actually don't mind that, and I think it works really well on foot in my eyes. With the columns, I think the cost £165 is a lot of money for a pair of sneakers, especially a 25-year-old sneaker. And so with a lot of the Nike products in my eyes, I think they're pretty sort of overpriced, I suppose, for what you're getting. But with this one, still nice, but probably, quite expensive, and that's maybe why they're sitting. And the zip build, so that's my other issue. So I don't know how long this zip would last. As you can see, this has got this sort of, I suppose, the tag for it, to zip it and unzip it. It's made of plastic, and I'm not sure how long that would last. Obviously, you're pulling it like that, and then I'm just not sure, how long that would be robust. It's made of rubber. It seems fine for now, but I'd be a bit wary of like how long that lasts, and also because I have a wide foot, whether this has too much stress on it and it kind of just sort of pulls away. I don't know either, but at the same time, to sort of alleviate that, you could sort of tighten it up a little bit, but it kind of then defeats the purpose of having a sneaker with a zipper shroud. So with the ratings, to give the look and style for this a 5 out of 5, I think it's still a very nice looking sneaker, and having this all sort of black colourway is really nice. And there's also, I think, a Gore-Tex version coming out. And the comfort, I'm going to give it a 5. It's not like I said earlier, it's not soft comfort, but overall wearing sort of everyday use, it's a very nice sneaker for that particular reason. And the quality, I'm going to give that a 4. It's made of like just sort of synthetic materials, so there's nothing special going on. And you can probably see like there's a few sort of glue stains that you can see around the midsole area where it meets the upper. But other than that, it's fine, and it does the job. And the pricing, I think, is also a bit hit and miss, so that should be, for me, I'm going to give it a 4. It's probably slightly priced too high. I think it should be more around the £140 mark. But overall, I think this is still a sort of solid shoe, and one of the easier ones to wear in the Sunder category, and quite sort of muted, I suppose, compared to some of the other colourways that are coming out. So for that reason, I'm going to give it a 5. I think it's out of the whole models, it's probably the one that's most wearable, especially during the autumn winter time.